What's going on, gambling degenerates? Tipsy Takes episode 4. We've been hitting the Keystone tonight. We've been hitting the claws. We're doing shitty on picks tonight, but hey, we still got Wazoo coming up. They're doing all right. They're winning. Anyways, last week, sorry guys, we did shitty. So me and Nick's gonna take a fucking shotgun this bitch.
Yeah,
I'm gonna take a shot.
I don't fuck with vodka.
Keystone is a chaser, huh? Hard move.
Yes, sir. Alright.
Okay.
So right over here, we got a Kalen special guest out of Logan, Utah.
Tell us a little bit about yourself, Kalen.
State.
I'm 21. I go to Utah State. Management major. What's up?
What sports you follow mostly?
Mostly football and baseball.
College? Pro?
NFL, MLB, mostly in college football. I do watch a lot of college football.
Okay, so college basketball,
I watch a little bit. Enough to know what's going
March
on.
Madness, huh?
Yeah.
Enough to fill out a bracket.
Yeah, enough to fill out a bracket.
Enough to fill out a bracket.
Speaking of college basketball, we got conference championships coming in hot right now.
Watching them right now.
Yeah, we're watching the Mountain West championships. I mean, San Diego State and Utah State both had a scare in the first rounders. I mean, if you want to call it first round, but yeah.
Utah State got
We're praying there's not
super
another
close to
scare.
blowing it.
Yeah, we're about to watch hometown
Whoop up
Nevada
on Wyoming.
play. Well, I fucking hope so. Don't fucking jinx it. But yeah, so what are you guys seeing in conference titles? Like, what do you guys think is going to happen in like the big conferences?
ACC is up for grabs, I think.
Yeah, I mean,
it's a fair assessment.
ACC, I mean, fuck, Duke, Florida State, Virginia, Miami, any teams.
Miami.
You never know.
Maybe.
You never know. NC
Probably not,
State,
but maybe.
NC State.
NC State.
NC State could.
NC
Yeah,
State
yeah,
more
it's-
likely
and
than
then-
Miami.
And then, I mean, Big 12, you never.
Baylor and Kansas.
Baylor and
it's
Kansas.
whoever wins between those two.
Yeah. And then
Big Ten's kind of up for grabs too, I think.
Yeah.
Michigan State. Look out for them.
Yeah,
They're
Michigan
gonna win.
State.
like again, we're big East fans right now. I mean,
Yeah,
they
that
got
was
some
up.
fucking-
Like if we're saying for conferences,
A lot of
up for
good teams
grabs,
in the Big East.
Yeah,
lot of
Seton
good
Hall,
teams.
Nova,
Creighton,
Yeah.
Butler, all those teams.
Yeah, so we're a little over a week from Selection Sunday. We'll be headed up to Washington for spring break during it, but we'll have a close eye on it. And we'll let you know as soon as Selection Sunday ends. We'll post on Twitter our bracket so you can join our bracket group in ESPN.
It's gonna be a good time. We're all gonna be in it.
Still don't know what we're giving away. Might just send a 30-pack to someone. Say fuck it.
That's a good prize.
It is a damn good prize. But yeah, let's get down to it. Our final fours right now.
This week we're doing it out of like ESPN's bracket that's been posted so far.
Yeah, it's nothing for sure. Just on ESPN's bracket.
So we're going from the Midwest, West, South, and East.
Mm-hmm.
All the teams they got in that. And you want to tell us yours right now?
Okay, so if we start from the Midwest, the number 2 seed, I think will make it to the Final Four, Seton Hall.
I also have Seton Hall.
Yeah, I think they're a pretty good team.
Miles Powell.
And the Big East, I think they'll, I don't know, who's number 1 seed tonight? Kansas, Midwest?
Mm-hmm.
I think they'll beat them.
Yeah, I think so.
I think they'll beat them.
Right now I'm in the Midwest. I got Kansas just because Azubuike's he's so dominant inside.
Fuck him.
For a team to beat Kansas right now, I think you got to get Azubuike in foul trouble, upset him.
Or be able to hit the 3, which Seton Hall can do.
Yeah, I have Seton Hall too, and mostly because I don't trust centers in March Madness.
No,
It's usually good guard play that wins titles. Honestly.
Honestly.
Who you guys got down to the East? Because I got Dayton.
I have Dayton.
I have Dayton as well.
We all got
They're
Dayton.
so good.
Obi Toppin so
They're
fucking
so
good.
good.
In my opinion, he's Wooden Award player.
Yeah.
of the year.
In my
Definitely.
opinion, Dayton is going to win it all. Right now, as of this point, I think Dayton's winning it all.
I'm thinking the same thing. I think Dayton's a really good team. I think they can.
I think
win
it's
it
Dayton's winning it all. Can I have a beer?
All right, down to the South Division. Who do you guys got down to the South?
Who you got?
I got Nova.
Oh, I have Baylor.
I have Baylor as well.
You guys got Baylor.
Nova's not a
You
bad
know-
pick though. What are
Yeah,
they?
Nova's a good pick.
I was so high on Baylor until they just fucking shit
Hey,
themselves against TCU.
I think they're kind of like saving themselves though. Like they know they're in the tournament. They know they're gonna be a 1 or 2 seed.
Yeah.
They're not really giving a fuck right now.
Yeah, I
Honestly,
think-
they're not giving a fuck.
I
And Nova has a cycle of like every couple of years they
Yeah,
really
Nova's
show
a
off
good
in the
pick though.
tournament.
Nova is a good
I
pick.
think it's a good pick.
the bracket that ESPN had out, the South, it looks like a really tough division.
The South is
Yeah.
probably the toughest.
South,
division.
South's gonna be tough to
Very
win.
tough.
South's toughest. Okay, West, easy pick. Gonzaga winning the West, no doubt. No
I have the exact same bracket as Nick. I picked Gonzaga as well.
doubt Gonzaga.
I think Gonzaga, good,
They're
well coached team. They play
It's
good
been
in the
too long.
tournament.
Like they've been so good for so long, and they have not. It's been a while.
They usually show up pretty good in the tournament, so I think they're gonna play well.
Yeah, I got
think they're
Creighton.
gonna
You guys know where I am on that.
win. Dylan's got Creighton to win it all.
The other, what was it this weekend? He said Creighton's the best team in the Big East the day before they lost to fucking St.
Yeah. I mean, it
It's
happens. It
still,
happens.
it's still my
By 20?
solid opinion.
By 20?
Yeah, it was a rough loss. It was a rough loss.
They will catch fire in the tournament. Creighton, fucking watch out for them. All right, games we're looking forward to this weekend.
How about you start off?
I'll start off. First game I got, speaking of Creighton Seton Hall. Probably a battle for the top of the fucking Big East right now.
Which is
Yep.
debatably
One of the best
One
conferences.
of the best conferences in the.
I think it's the
country.
best.
I think it's debatably the best conference right now. I think they got a lot of good teams.
Between
coming out.
them and the Big Ten,
debate.
yeah,
Yeah.
big debate.
Even though the 2 best teams in the country are from the Big 12, but those 2 overall are the best
Yeah.
conferences. So
And
why are
usually-
you looking forward to that one? Just because that? You think
Why
it's
am I
gonna
looking forward to it? Because
be Battle of
it's-
the Titans?
it is a battle of the Titans. You got fucking Seton Hall with Miles Powell, arguably one of the most talented players in college basketball, and you got a Creighton team that can just fucking drain threes. Yeah, that's why I'm
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
Yeah, I think it'll be a
agree
good
with you.
team.
I
I think
agree
it'll
with
be a
you.
good game.
I agree with you. So, one of mine, not on many people's radar, but it has big implications in the ACC, is Boston College at Florida State. If Florida State wins that game, they get the number 1 seed in the ACC, which has, like, for Duke, Virginia, or North Carolina not to get the number 1 seed in the ACC tournament, it's been a while. So I hope Florida State wins that game, because fuck the rest of those teams. Virginia's boring to watch. Duke always wins the fucking
Yeah.
ACC.
Yep.
Same with North Carolina. Fuck those teams.
Yeah, you
so
know what?
yeah, Florida State would be a good like change of pace. Beat Boston College, get the 1 seed in the ACC. That's where I want. I want to watch that game. They're gonna beat them. It's at FSU, so they're gonna win. It's like no big deal.
Yeah. My game for this weekend, one of my games is Michigan Maryland. I think Maryland doesn't have like a solid like number 1 like great guy, but I think they have a really good like overall team. I think they're gonna play well. And I think they're ranked, but I don't think they're as good as people think they are. So I think that's a good game. to watch.
Kind of overrated.
They're always
Yeah.
overrated. Any
Always.
sport you talk about, they're always overrated.
Mhm.
Ferreira, if you're watching this,
Michigan's overrated,
Michigan's overrated.
and they're never gonna beat Ohio State.
They're never gonna.
Okay, I'm gonna say my next game. It doesn't have that much implication. Another ACC game. Just gonna be fun to watch. North Carolina at Duke.
Yeah.
We saw the
It's
first
always
one.
a good game. It's
We
always
saw
a good
the
game.
first one. Duke should have lost. North Carolina should have won.
Oh, fuck.
Crazy game.
UNC shit the fucking bed.
One of my best friends was here
Yeah.
during that game. He's a huge Duke fan. He was sweating bullets that whole
Yeah.
game.
Yeah, we were just asking him, like, are you
He's a
scared
huge
yet? Are you
Duke
scared
fan.
yet? Are you scared
Fan.
yet? And he just kept saying no, and then they fucking
They won, and it was yeah.
Duke
So that's
UNC
gonna
is
be,
always a good game. Always a good game to watch.
it's gonna
They
be a
always
prime
show out
time
for
game.
each other.
It's gonna be a primetime game. It's gonna be a good game to watch, even though I think Duke might win by double digits that game
Yeah.
because it's at Duke, and they're
Yeah,
obviously
yeah.
the better team.
They play really well. And, yeah.
Next game I'm looking forward to, Kansas, Texas Tech. This should be a fucking good game. And I'm going to tell you why right now.
No.
Because that fucking Texas Tech crowd is insane.
Texas Tech
They
is so
are-
boring to watch.
They are, okay, I don't care if they're boring to watch, but that crowd is insane. If they get fucking Azubuike or anyone in foul trouble, that could be a good game.
Yeah.
Texas
I
Tech
think I
might
agree.
pull off the
Yeah, that's a
upset.
lot of ifs though. Like if they get somebody in foul
I think
trouble,
it has the
If-
potential to be a really good
It
it has
game.
does.
potential,
It
but it
does.
also has
It
potential
does.
to be a blowout.
Yep.
Eh,
It
I
does.
don't know.
For my last game, I have Iowa, Illinois. Kind of went boring with another ranked matchup, but I think Iowa's a really good team. Luke
Bowlers, they
Garza.
shoot threes.
Yeah.
They shoot threes.
Luke Garza, Joe Wieskamp, really good. I think they're a good team. I think they're going to play good. good game to watch.
So one of the games I'm looking forward to, Ohio State and Michigan State, both ranked Big Ten. It's going to be a crazy game. Probably a lot of implications for the postseason tournament.
Definitely.
I've already said this a lot. I think Michigan State's the best team in the Big Ten. I still think
They got the
he
most
plays
talent.
good at 20.
they have the most talent.
Yeah.
I think they're the best. So I expect them to beat Ohio State that game. Not easily, but I think the spread will probably be like 3 or 4, and they're gonna cover the spread that game.
All right, third game I'm looking forward to: Baylor, West Virginia. This is
West
big.
Virginia sucks.
This is big. This is big because Baylor. I want to see how they bounce back, and also West Virginia. They are fighting for seeding position right now.
They are.
They could honestly, based on this game, they could be a 4 seed or they could fucking bounce to a 7 seed.
Exactly, yeah.
And fuck, I don't know right now. Like, this is a big game. Even though West Virginia isn't ranked right now, this is still
It's not that big of a game for Baylor, though, so expect West Virginia to give it their all. So, like,
Yeah, West Virginia's got to come out strong. Baylor really, I mean,
that's what I'm saying. Like,
they got
Baylor,
everything they got in front of them. I mean, nothing's really going to change for them.
our picks for these last college basketball weeks have been tough because these top teams that already have seeds, like,
They pretty much know where they're
they
going
don't
to
give
be.
a shit.
Yeah.
It's when they play those lower teams
I
that
feel
are
like-
fighting for seeds, they're giving it their all.
I feel
so,
like-
Exactly.
it's
picks-
hard to tell.
The picks that we've been giving,
They've been good if you would have been middle of the season. The end of the season,
I think you guys are right.
Yeah.
we just need to make an adjustment because people.
we haven't caught up to the adjustment of the end of the season
Yeah.
picks yet.
It's tough to pick at the end of the season because, like you said,
Hey,
the top teams know where they're going to be.
They don't give a shit.
They really don't care. They know where they're going to finish pretty much. And the bottom teams are really fighting for those spots, so they're going to play really hard. It's really tough to pick those.
And those NBA picks, I don't know what the fuck happened, giving up 51 points in one quarter.
Yeah, and then the pick today, the Rockets shooting 60%. That's a fluke.
16.
I mean,
He said
16%. That's insane. The Rockets don't do that a lot. It's just a fluke, honestly.
It's
All right.
kind of, yeah.
next up, NFL Combine.
So my team is the Denver Broncos, so I'm going to talk about who I think they might get. They got the 15th pick in the draft. I can see this going 2 ways. I can see them picking one of the top 3 receivers if it falls to them. CeeDee Lamb, Jerry Jeudy.
I've heard a lot of CeeDee Lamb, and I think that's really good for a young quarterback like Drew Lock. I think it's a really good pick.
So I think they're going to get one of those 3 receivers. If all 3 of them are off the table, I think Denver Broncos trading back, getting an offensive lineman, and getting a second round pick. I think that'd be the smartest move. That's how I saw the combine going. That's how I saw the combine going. If all 3 of those receivers are off the board, we're trading back, getting an offensive lineman, and getting a receiver in the 2nd round.
I think Drew Lock looked really impressive the last 5 games that he played. I think he was.
There was one game because I'm a Chiefs fan.
Yeah.
In the snow. It was in the
It
snow.
was
in the snow.
It was in the snow.
That's a tough one to play. But I think Drew
And
Lock
they were the
showed a
Super
lot
Bowl
of potential.
champions. So they were the
Yeah.
Super Bowl champions.
I think
They
Drew
only
Lock's
lost
got a
to
lot
the
of
Super Bowl
potential.
champions.
Build around Drew Lock.
The
is
2
their
things
plan.
I want to touch on that were the most weird things of the combine. We had a fucking 370-pound
insane,
lineman run like what, a 5'1"?
It was 5'1", yeah. Insane.
That is fucking crazy.
I don't
We
think
also-
I could
there was-
I
there
couldn't
was
get
no-
anywhere near a
no.
5'1".
There was also another lineman ran a 4.9. He wasn't as heavy as that, but he ran a 4.9.
Yeah, it's insane.
But
The
still-
athleticism in the NFL is
And then
insane.
they had that punter from Arizona State
put up 25 reps.
25 reps.
I mean,
25.
I cannot.
Again, you kick with your legs, but it's pretty impressive to put up.
I was a
25
lineman. I
reps.
could never fucking touch 25 reps.
Yeah,
Fuck.
that's
Holy
insane.
shit.
That's insane.
What'd you see from the combine that you liked?
Speed.
Strength. You're a Bears fan, would you?
I'm a Bears fan, so we don't have a first round pick because we traded for.
Oh
quarterback.
yeah.
Raiders getting our pick, but I think they can. I think they need to really build O line. Kyle Long is out.
Your receivers are kind of
Yeah, receivers are garbage. Honestly, it's gonna be a rough season for the Bears.
Maybe a
Mitchell
quarterback?
Mitchell Trubisky is not the answer for the Bears.
He's a
They
Chiefs
have
fan, by the way.
terrible receivers. Their offensive line is really where they need to go. The defense is so solid, but everything else can be pretty much overhauled at this point. It's gonna be a rough one.
All right. So now we have some takes for you guys. Who's your sleeper and who's your Cinderella?
Okay, so for my sleeper, it's Michigan State. I think they're going to be like a 4 or 5 seed. I think that's a sleeper.
Yeah, I think so. I think so.
Yeah, a sleeper from
It's
4 or 5.
borderline sleeper, but it's sleeper.
But I think Michigan State, people are sleeping on Michigan State, they were this whole year kind of. Well, not at the beginning, but through the middle, they're like, Michigan State sucks. But
Yeah.
right now, Michigan State, sleeper, make the tournament.
They do.
Might make Final Four. have the talent to win it all, honestly.
They have the potential. They do get they almost bounced in the first round a lot.
Okay, so Michigan State either gets bounced in the first round,
Or
Final
yeah,
Four.
exactly.
It's like
like last year, didn't they play a close game against New Mexico State? That was a really good game.
And then they made it to the final. And they beat Duke.
Yeah, and then
they beat Duke with Zion Williamson and RJ.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, my sleeper, arguably one of the best defenses in the country. They have been the past fucking 3 years. Virginia, they're projected as a 9 seed right now, probably on the upside after they beat Duke, probably an 8 or 7.
And if they win the ACC tournament,
do not count them out because they have fucking experience in the tournament.
They're so boring to watch.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They're almost the worst team in college basketball to watch, but they play such fundamental basketball, such good defense, and I mean they're probably not going to be a good watch, but they're a good team.
Yeah. All right, so you guys got pretty Cinderellas.
No, you guys
my sleeper is Oregon. I think Peyton Pritchard's a really good player. I think they have a decent all-around team. I think if they get hot, they can make a really deep run. Or they can get bounced in the first round, but I'm thinking Peyton Pritchard's going to show up in the tournament.
I think the Pac-12 is criminally underrated. I think they got some fucking good-ass teams and doesn't show because
I
they're
think
all
so,
beating
too.
up on each other.
Yeah,
they do beat up on each other.
They always do.
I think they're beating up on each other. Colorado, not sold on.
I'm not sold on Colorado. We'll get to
But
that.
I think Oregon, Arizona, ASU, even though they lost tonight.
I think they're all pretty good teams. I think they're all pretty good teams. I think they have the potential to be really good.
All right, your Cinderellas.
Oh, my Cinderella is New Mexico State.
Oh yeah, they're always good.
They play well. Like I said last year, they played Michigan State really
They're
close.
projected a 13 or 14 seed right now, and they've lost like 4 games this year, and they're just blowing teams out in their conference. Like, it's not even close. They're going to make the tournament. They're going to win their bracket. Even if they don't win their bracket, they should be in.
They show up pretty well in the tournament too.
So I think 13 or 14, that'd be my upset to pick because, like,
Yeah,
they're good.
Yeah.
Like, they're good.
Yeah.
They're good.
I think so too.
My Cinderella, again, I've stated this in past episodes, but SF Austin, they're
SF Austin.
they're as a 12 or 13 seed right now. Are you kidding me? They deserve respect right now. They've only lost 4 games.
Yeah, they're like another New Mexico State.
They fucking beat Duke at Duke. Come on, fucking put some.
That is impressive.
That
is
kind
impressive.
of Duke beating Duke at Duke is impressive, but it's kind of looking weaker and weaker as Duke keeps playing this year.
But
it's still really good. Like it's still really.
To beat
good.
Duke at Duke is
no.
always
That's what I'm saying. It's
always
still really
impressive.
good, but as Duke keeps playing, I keep watching. I'm like,
I see
Yeah.
it.
they're not that good.
Whoever SF Austin plays, mark him down as the second weekend team. That's who.
They're projected to play Michigan State right now.
Yeah, we'll see who's right. My Cinderella is Liberty. I mean, I don't think they're going to win it all or anything, but
They're
I think
always in the tournament.
5-12 is always a good pick in
They're
the
always
March
in the
Madness
tournament.
brackets. Usually a 12 upsets a 5. Liberty's projected to be a 12 right now by ESPN, and they're playing Colorado. I don't think Colorado's a 5. I don't think they're very good.
Yeah.
I think they're probably one of the weakest Pac-12 teams.
That'll make it. Not in the.
Yeah, that'll make it. And so I think Liberty's got a really good shot to make one, and I think they either play North Texas or Penn State, which I think are some vulnerable teams. And so I think they can make it 1 win, maybe 2 wins, cause some havoc, not get to the Final Four, but maybe cause some havoc and.
That's what a Cinderella causes havoc. That's what a Cinderella team does. I don't think we've ever seen a fucking 10 or above seed just win it all.
I think there's
Cinderella
been
teams,
1-8 to win it, but lower than that.
Cinderella teams are there to cause havoc.
All right.
Just like sleeper teams. We'll see teams
right.
have won it, but.
All right, who's your pick to win the Super Bowl as of right now?
Oh.
That's a tough one.
That's tough to call. I don't know.
Who do you got, Nick?
Ravens.
You got Ravens.
I like the Ravens.
I think
Actually, I don't know.
the Ravens are tough to pick because they got a super good run game and a good defense.
Can I change it?
Yeah, go for it.
I love. They're probably my favorite NFC team, the Saints. Love them. Give Drew Brees his.
The Saints always get so close, and they always get.
They're gonna break out next year.
It's always close.
They have the best receiver in the game.
Michael Thomas is
the best
unreal.
receiver.
Anything you throw at that guy, he's gonna.
And they have the most accurate
insane.
quarterback to ever play the game. Statistically, most accurate quarterback to ever play the game. Drew Brees.
Dylan, how do you feel about Drew Brees, especially after that Monday night game where he broke the passing
I
record?
mean, yeah, I lost my fantasy semifinals that week.
That's crazy. I don't
but
remember
Super
ever
Bowl,
losing.
what's that song by Drake?
Back to back? We got back to back?
Back to back, baby. Yeah, it's fucking Kansas City. You don't even fucking.
Oh, it's not. They're gonna pay Patrick Mahomes too much, and they have to get rid of receivers. And
Yeah, the estimates are super high.
Damn,
It's like $350 million for like 10 years or
He's
something.
gonna have like Travis Kelce left, who's not that fast and drops a lot of balls.
I mean, Patrick Mahomes is pretty insane. I would say, as much as I hate to say it for Dylan, I think the Chiefs are a really good fucking team. They're gonna play well. Patrick Mahomes is insane. They got a good offense. The defense plays well when they need to be. I also like the Patriots because Bill Belichick is going to come through.
We
He's
got our
always gonna be
cameraman intimidating, sucking a dick right now.
I think the Patriots always play good. They're always in the hunt. I hate to pick against them. I mean, I would pick my Bears, but they're terrible.
I didn't pick my team either. I didn't pick my team either. But I will on one of these other questions.
All right.
We got more championships to pick.
Most home runs this season.
Ooh, that's a good one. There's a lot of guys that can go.
Christian Yelich.
I think that's a good pick. Christian Yelich was on pace. He probably would have won NL MVP last year. He got hurt. Bellinger ended up winning.
Javi Baez almost slipped out of my mouth, though, because he's a badass, too.
I don't know if he's going to win the home run title, but Javi Baez is going to put up good numbers. He's Javi Baez.
I still think it's fucking Vlad Jr., dude. Like, he might strike out a lot of fucking times, but he's going to fucking...
Yeah.
He's got some power.
He mashes the ball. I'd like to say, I think Judge is the number one in the odds right now, but I don't think he's going to stay healthy this whole season. Giancarlo Stanton's pretty high up there. I don't think he's going to stay healthy the whole season. I'm a Yankees fan. I'm not going to pick either one of those guys.
Giancarlo Stanton kind of sucks.
Well,
in my opinion.
They
paid way too much for him.
He's a good player when he's healthy. I mean, he strikes out, he hits the ball, he hits home runs or he strikes out. It's what he's going to give you. Aaron Judge, probably not going to stay healthy this season. They already have health concerns. I'm going to go with Pete Alonso. I think he showed a really good rookie year. I think the Polar Bear is going to match this year. I think he's a big dude. He's durable. I think he's going to stay healthy.
The Dome?
No. It's City Field, I think.
Yeah, City Field.
He's going to match. They're going to be a good team.
All right. Next one, NBA title champion.
Ooh, that's a tough one too.
We were talking about this earlier, and I think the Bucks.
I think that's a good pick. I think it's a good pick.
I think it's the Bucks also.
You think the Bucks too?
Giannis.
Chris Middleton.
Yeah.
Their point guard too. He's on my fantasy team. I cannot think of him. Oh, Eric Bledsoe.
Yeah, Eric Bledsoe. Yeah.
They're all ballers.
The Bucks are going to play the best defense. I think they're going to probably win the East. Super easy.
It's hard to pick against LeBron James though, because it's the best. He's the best player to ever play the game of basketball.
I'd probably go with Clippers or Lakers. But I think just because Lakers, because of LeBron James, he's hard to pick against. He's gonna play good in the playoffs. He's LeBron James, and then the Clippers, they've only played like 8 games with their good guys like Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. Their starters, they've only played like 8 games. I think they have the potential to be really good. Load management. I mean, it's kind of shitty for fans that show up to the game and don't get to watch Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. But I think they're gonna be a good team.
Lakers might win it just for Kobe.
Yeah, for Kobe, boys.
Next year, though, count it. Warriors are winning it again, my boys.
I think the Warriors are going to be good. I think the Warriors are pretty good next
year. Biggest turnaround in the NFL right now.
Denver Broncos.
For the next year? Next year, turnaround to next year?
Yeah, Denver Broncos.
Biggest NFL turnaround.
We're making the playoffs.
There's always somebody that goes worst to first in their division. Always somebody.
No, there's always somebody that goes first to worst. That's me, the 49ers. No, I'm serious.
I'm serious. 49ers, I think
the 49ers are going first to worst.
I think the 49ers have too good of a defense to go first to
I
worst.
think, in my opinion, it's going to be the Falcons.
No.
There's too much fucking Matt Ryan and Julio.
That's a tough one.
We have a Falcons fan over there sitting over there, and he even disagrees with it.
No, I said yes because we balled out.
The Falcons, I think the Falcons they have the potential. Julio Jones is really good. Matt Ryan showed potential to be really good, mostly under Kyle Shanahan. But I mean, it is what it is. That's a tough one.
Give us another receiver with Cortland Sutton.
Oh, I think the Broncos might be a good pick on this one. Because
worst to first, you think?
We didn't say worst first. You said most improved.
I think they might be most improved.
Well,
like I said, I see a lot of.
He kept saying that.
You
said most improved.
I think Drew Lock is. I think from what I've seen of him, I mean, he could be a bust. Don't get me wrong. We've only seen 5 games, but from what I've seen of him, he's seen potential. Cortland Sutton is a good receiver.
He's a good badass.
Vic Fangio, former Bears defensive coordinator, he's really good. I think they're going to be good. I think they're going to be the most improved team.
All right, I'm gonna throw some contenders and pretenders out at you guys right now. I know how we feel on the first one. San Diego State.
Pretender.
Oh, fucking pretender.
We watched them live.
Yeah, I think
4 days ago. They're
Pretender.
garbage.
They're out fucking second round.
Like you said, they almost lost to Nevada. They had a really close game with Utah State. I
They
think
should have lost to Nevada if you guys watched that
They
game.
were fucking down at half to Air Force.
Yeah.
Air Force, a 9-win team. Fucking pretender.
And the Mountain West, let's be real, like, we both have Mountain West teams, we both go to Mountain West schools, but, like, when it really comes down to it in tournament time, Mountain West doesn't perform. Let's be real.
The last one was
Nevada.
Yeah, and then, I mean, they made a deep run. Shout out to Loyola Chicago. They had a good year that
We
year.
should have beat them.
We should have, honestly.
It was a good game.
We should have made the Final Four that year, but.
It was a really good game.
All right, next one, Florida State.
Contender.
You think so?
You've seen the picks.
I don't know.
You've seen the picks on our Twitter and the Florida State picks. We've picked them 3 times. They've came through twice, and I think all 3 of those picks have come from me because they play good defense. They're really fucking big. They're deep. They play like 8 or 9 men from the bench, not from the bench, but like total.
Yeah.
So they play like 8 or 9 men. So they're deep. They can shoot the ball. So I think that's what you need in a team. You need big guys, you need a deep bench, and you can be able to shoot
You
the
need
ball.
to shoot the ball in tournament time. When
So
it
that's
really
what I'm
comes down to
saying.
it, you need to have
You
good
need a deep
shooters.
bench. You need a deep bench, too.
I just see them as one of those teams who could get upset real quick.
They could be upset real quick.
I mean,
but I
in the
think
tournament, though, any team's like that. Any team could be upset. I mean, we've seen some crazy stuff happen. Like a couple years ago, Virginia, insane.
they got upset. They were the number 1 overall seed and they lost to fucking
16.
UMBC.
Yeah, UMBC. Shout out to UMBC.
All right, next one I got Illinois.
I'm gonna guess pretender.
Pretender.
Yeah.
Even
You
though they
know-
can shoot the ball pretty good.
You know,
I mean, name an Illinois player.
they're another.
Exactly.
I
I,
can't
think that's why
think
they're
it,
pretending.
but
You need-
I've seen it. We've watched them play a couple times because we have bet on them a couple times. But
Yeah.
Pretender, I don't know.
I think you
it's
need-
just a gut feeling.
I think you need one guy that's really
You need
going
a
to stand
star
out in the
player.
tournament,
You need a
and
star
I don't think they got that guy. I
You
think
need a
that's
star
why.
player.
I think they make it on, but no, they're.
You think-
No,
you think
contender means you can win the whole thing. That's a contender.
I guess
Contend
you're
for the
right.
championship.
I think a
Yeah,
contender can make it to the
contend.
Final Four.
I don't think they contend for the championship, but I think they make a decent
I think they can. I
second
think
weekend.
they have the potential to play decently.
All right, Seton Hall.
Contender all the way.
Contender.
I got them winning the Midwest. I think
Me
Seton Hall's a
too.
really good team. Like I said, Big East, really good division. They play a lot of good basketball.
They got the
Easy
star
as that.
player.
Exactly.
They're a contender.
For sure.
But yeah,
All
they're
right,
good.
you guys got anything left?
Nope.
No, I don't think so.
Nothing.
Take the under on the Red Sox.
Red Sox suck this year.
Shut the fuck. Yeah, they do, but shut the fuck up. But anyways, remember, next Sunday, not this Sunday, next Sunday, we will be putting on our bracket challenge. Be sure to join that. We'll give a 30 rack to anyone who wins.
Or something.
Or something. We'll find something.
But yeah, we'll
all be in it. We'll all be
Oh,
in
yeah,
it.
we'll all be in
We'll
it.
all be playing. You can see our picks. They'll probably be pretty terrible. Let's be real. It's tough to pick the tournament.
It's tough to pick at the end of the year of these college basketball. I've kind of figured that out. Last year I didn't really pick at the end of it.
Exactly.
Started betting last year.
The
Elite
best thing
Eight.
you can do is pick the team that wins it. That's how you win the tournament challenge.
Yep.
So we're gonna go drink some more Keystone White Claws.
Hell yeah,
and,
baby.
We will see you next
Get
week,
some fat ass
baby.
white bitches.